Good morning, and let us roll that ball in the hand as I switch cameras and step back. And up and down the fingers and across the knuckles. And at the thumb pad. And the pad beneath the pinky. And interlace your fingers and compress. 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And compress. And let go. And one more time. 4, 5, and then let's move it around the back today. As fast as you can. And switch directions. And you're assessing your feet all the while, so we're going to drop the ball and press down 3 times in the middle of the foot. And come up to the knuckles, going once across. Sliding it across the knuckles. And down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, let go, reassess. And bring it to the middle of the other foot. 1, 2, 3, up to the knuckles. Sliding it across. And rolling it down the bones. Before scribbling. And putting it aside and reassessing. Standing up straight, let's make sure that our ears are over our shoulders and our trunk is over our hips. So you're standing in perfect alignment and taking 5 deep breaths through your nose, filling your rib cage. And shaking the tree. Good thing to stop in the middle of the day and do those 5 breaths with your body aligned. Just, remember to move that head back usually. Move those hips forward or back, as the case may be, so that they're aligned with the trunk. 3, 2, 1. 2 deep breaths. Twisting at the waist, swinging the arms. And centering. Bending the knees a little, athletic position, 10 hops. 3, 4, 5. And 10. Rubbing the hands together. Cultivating chi, forming a chi ball. And letting it get us around. Exuding energy. Flowing. One leg to the other. And centering. Let's just go right into some ocean wave breathing. Center. 2 deep breaths. Fingers and thumb behind the back, step out and gather in starlight. Centering. Other side. And 2 deep breaths. We'll march in place or jog. 20 seconds left. Oh, 21, we're up to 21. I'm gonna go all out. You don't have to, just pick it up a little or not at all. Keep doing what you're doing. Be safe. You do something else like side jacks, jumping jacks, rapid squats, or sprint, as I will do in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over 13. 20, 21. 2 deep breaths. Take the fingers, interlace. Bring them up over the head. Reach up. And bend back if you can. Center. And bend to one side. And then the other. Center and come down. Pressing out at the chest. And down. Shrug. And roll the shoulders back. And forwards. Extend the hands and rotate in one direction. And then the other. One palm up, one palm down, and flip-flop. Bring one arm in and across the body at the throat and press in on the elbow. And then the other. And one arm up over to the top of the head and pressing down on the elbow. And then the other. And rotate the neck. And the other direction. Nod. And ears to shoulder. Look over one shoulder. And then the other. Look up. hinge at the waist. Keep those hips over the ankles. Bend over. Knees slightly bent. Try to touch the ground. Stretching the hamstrings. And bend your knees an inch out on your hands into a pike. Push back on your heels and stretch the calves. And come down on your knees. Pick the sole of one foot up at a 90-degree angle. Keep the other knee on the ground and lean into the front leg, stretching the hip flexors. We're going to do some chair yoga later. And in running through the routine earlier this morning, I realized that tight hip flexors are not good for doing chair yoga. So we'll loosen those up a little. Three, two, one, come back. And put the other sole on the ground and stretch that flexor. And come back up. And we'll stand. Spread the legs apart and go into a lunge, stretching the abductors. You can hold on to a pole in the back of a chair or be next to a wall or countertop if you need to. And then go the other way. And come up and let's grab a pole. Some of you like to grab a countertop or a chair for this exercise, I know, rather than the pole. So you might want to just lay that against the countertop or whatever and pick up your leg, stretch the quads and the ankle. And then the other one. And let's come back down and do some flip-flops. And push out. And flop the wrists. Switch the position of the palms, flop the wrists. Do some curls. Step out 45 degrees, do a squat with the palms up. Did I say a squat? I meant a lunge, didn't I? I think this is 5. Confusing this morning. And the other direction. Come back up and switch the position of your palm and row out. Come back in. And go laterally. And the other direction. Put the stick behind our back in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. And keep twisting, or if you can do back extensions, you might want to. And come up, tuck in your chin, and peck like a pigeon. Stick down, in front, and we'll go up on our toes for 1 second and back on our heels for a second. And we'll do it 20 times. 2, 3, 4. You can always bend at the knees a little bit if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Don't have to. That's 15, 16, 17. You want to be hinged at the waist if you do. 19 and 20. And come up. Take a deep breath. Put the stick away. And grab a chair. With the back. Want to sit sort of in the middle of the chair towards the forward portion. We're going to do some cat-cows, sitting cat-cows. Put your hands on your knees and arch back, forward. Head tucked in, back goes back goes up, head goes up, back goes in. Okay, stop, put your hands by your side, and you're just gonna raise your hands straight up above your head, keep them about equal with your ears, and take 5 deep breaths. Once again, through the nose, fill in that chest cavity. You might have taken 6, you might have taken 4, whatever. We're gonna now do a forward bend. So we're just gonna bring our hands forward, right around the front of our feet. Get what you can on the floor, maybe at your fingertips. Some of you
are extremely agile and get your palms. I certainly can't. And just hold again for another 5 breaths. Now move your right hand inside your right foot and pick your left hand up to the side and look up at it. Now, if this is too difficult, you can bring your right hand up to your lap and cross it, put it across your legs and look up that way. Again, let's take 3 breaths on this. 2. And now we'll go in the other direction. Left hand is either inside the left foot or on your lap. Cross your legs, look up at your right hand. And take 3 deep breaths. We're going to do a spinal twist. So come around sideways in your chair. Put your hands on the back of the chair and twist to that side. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. And the same thing. One more time. And then we'll turn around to the other side and do the same. Hands are on the back of the chair. Twist, inhale, and exhale. Twisting a little more. 2. And 1 more. 3. All right. This is hard to demonstrate eagle pose. So you want to cross your legs over one another. And if you can get your foot hooked around your calf, you're much more agile than I am, but some do. And if you can, do it. Take your right hand underneath your left, interlock if you can, and bring your elbows up to your shoulder and take 3 deep breaths. And then we'll go the other way. And come back down. And just sit back and relax. Couple deep breaths. 3, let's say. And we're up again. Put the chair away. You might find 1 or 2 of those poses good ones to do in the course of the day. Or you might find them all helpful. At any rate, let's center, take 2 deep breaths.
And open our hearts. Pause. Exhale out. And center. 2 deep breaths. And bringing down heavenly chi. And going down, gathering earth chi. And despite the rain, it's an aha moment. Namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Don. You're very welcome. How you doing?
Okay, happy Thanksgiving.
Good. Same to you. Beth, good to see you. Mira,
Thanks, Tom. Thank you so much.
good. We hear you now. And Jonathan, hi. So it's a Five Tibetans Day for all of you who are. Okay, take care, Beth. Good to see you.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, Bill. See you soon.
Right, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Going back to speaker. And other camera. Again, remember you can just twist instead of spinning if you'd like. Or do up to 11 spins. And breathe. Moving down to the floor. Let's go this way. Hands are by the side in the modified position, or you can put them under your back for support there in the lumbar region. If you need support at the neck, you can put them under your neck when we go up like so, soles of the feet, head, neck, and shoulders. Or you can just raise your feet if your neck is particularly sensitive. In the unmodified version, you extend your legs and come up. I'll start with the regular modified to go into the regular version 6 and 5, starting now. 1,
2, 3, and 6, much, 7, 8, 9, and 11. 2 breaths. And we're up on our knees. Hands on the thighs, back of thighs, or the glutes. You can lean back at the knees instead of doing extensions if your back shouldn't do extensions. Otherwise, do extensions and come forward. 2, 10, and 11. 2 breaths. And we're going to sit down. Hands by the hips with the fingers facing forward in the regular modified version. And the soles of the feet are on the ground. You can also put your hands behind you if you find that easier. The fingers facing away. In the unmodified version, the feet are extended. I'll do 6 and 5 on each. We're doing an inverted table. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 2 deep breaths. And we go to all fours. We're going to come up in an up dog in the modified version. In the unmodified version, you start in a down dog and come up. Stay on your knees in the modified version, not in the unmodified. Let's do 11 or less. 1, whatever's right for you. As always, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Sit cross-legged, however suits your fancy. And you can rotate with your spine straight up, or you can bend, as I will do, going 6 in one direction, 5 in the other, before switching the position of the legs. Let's start. 1, 2, 3. And then do switch the position of legs. What was on top goes on the bottom. What was on the bottom goes on top. What was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the other, pausing on the last round to stretch out. Breathe. Ten and a half, and stretching in front. Another couple of deep breaths. Feeling that rib cage. Go over to the left knee and do the same. 2 deep breaths. Right knee. And come around. Satnam.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Marlene. How you feeling?
Almost okay. Trying.
Good.
See you soon.
All right.
Wonderful, Tom.
Oh, good, Hal. That's great to hear.
Well, it's snowing here now.
Snowing. Well, I'll tell you what, the wind has really picked up in the course
it?
of
Yeah,
this session.
yeah,
So it's probably blowing the wind our way.
yeah. You're welcome.